How's it going? Just gonna make sure everything's working before I get started with these. Yeah, that looks like it's working. Cool. This looks like it's working. Nice. All right, got two different drinks today to try out. We've got Waterloo Tropical Fruit, sparkling water. And then we've got Bang Energy Sour Ropes. So maybe like a candy, something like that. We'll see how they are. With this simulcast live stream, I'm going to go and do my little presentation of each one, and then I'll check the comments and see if anyone said anything, which is generally not the case, but that's kind of how I do it. So we'll start with this sparkling water. It's the simpler one. Wipe off some of the condensation. All right. Here we go. I think everything's working. Take a look at this Waterloo sparkling water in tropical fruit flavor. Some fruit on there, so that's probably about what we should expect for the flavor profile. It says naturally flavored with other natural flavors. Okay. Obviously, this is 0 calorie. Contains 0% juice, 0 calories, 0 sugar. And then for the ingredients, sorry, I'm almost laughing, but not. And then the ingredients: purified carbonated water, natural flavors. And then it is made by Waterloo Sparkling Water Corp, Austin, Texas. Right. These are pretty easy to do videos on because there's sparkling water doesn't really have much in it. There it is. We've got some sort of pineapple. I don't know what the middle one is. And then that looks like a mango. Naturally flavored. 12 fluid ounce, 355 milliliters. And then our nutrition facts. Contains 0% juice, 0 calories, 0 total sugars. For the ingredients, we've got purified carbonated water and natural flavors. And you can see there's a few little icons for different things. Non-GMO, verified, whatever those other ones are. Yeah. That looks like that's it for that. We as in me, I'll open it up and then I can try it. Should be good. Looks like a lot of carbonation in there. I don't think I need to zoom in. Looks good though. You can smell it. Yeah. Definitely a fruity smell. I'm trying to think of. It does have that traditional tropical fruit smell. If that makes any sense. Like the nondescript papaya, maybe. And then some sort of artificial smell to me. Yeah. Anyways, this is the Waterloo Tropical Fruit sparkling water. Let's try it out. Yeah, it does taste like something. Obviously, with a drink like this, it's not going to be sweet tasting. It's going to be slightly bitter. That's just how sparkling waters are usually. And there is some flavor going on though. A little sour, a little bitter, and then I taste some sort of tropical esque fruit kind of flavor, but it's relatively minimal. Does it taste like specific fruit? To me, I'm not really sure what this middle fruit is supposed to be. It looks like an orange almost, but it's red on the side, so I guess maybe it's grapefruit. The picture is just kind of blurry. I'm not sure. I'm gonna say grapefruit. I don't mind it. It's fine. This is a situation where you should know what you're getting into. It's just not going to have a lot of flavor, but it's an alternative to water. You want some carbonated water that you want a little bit of flavor with. I think it's fine. You know, out of the ones that I've had of this brand, I prefer I think it was blueberry lemonade, something like that, over this one. But they're both okay for what they are. Yeah, I can't really describe a specific fruit if I were to guess. My first thought was papaya, but it doesn't show anything on there. But I mean, tropical fruit, papaya tends to be one of the flavors. I'm try it from the can. This still had a lot of carbonation when I poured it out, so I think it would be fine if you want to pour it into a glass. You're not going to lose a huge amount of carbonation, or at the very least, it's still going to have a good amount of carbonation in it. But obviously, if you want the most possible, just drink it from the can. It's the easiest way to keep that carbonation going. Uh, like I said, I think it's fine for what it is. I personally prefer the the drinks. They tend to be more expensive than this. They have actual fruit juice in them, and obviously they have more calories. But yeah, so and they're more expensive usually. But if you want something that has 0 calories, it's just basically slightly flavored sparkling water. These are fine. I think it's fine. Yeah. Anyways, that is the Waterloo tropical fruit sparkling water. Next, this one's a little more exciting. Now let me check. No comments. No comments. No. Okay. Next up, Bang Energy Sour Ropes. Very flashy looking logo and everything. I like the yellow pop to it. Yeah. This is 16 fluid ounce, 473 milliliters. So the nutrition facts contains no fruit juice, 0 calories, 90 milligrams of sodium, which is 4% of your daily value, 2 grams total carbohydrates. We've got potassium, vitamin B6, magnesium, niacin, and vitamin B12 in here. Ingredients: carbonated water, citric acid, natural flavors, essential amino acids, which is a list of different things: caffeine, sodium citrate, potassium sorbate, Sucralose, which is a low-calorie sweetener, zero technically, sweetener that is an alternative to sugar. Know that that's in here, and then do your own research and see if it's something you want to consume. Sodium benzoate, malic acid, potassium phosphate, magnesium chloride, calcium chloride. I think those are the sodium. And vitamin B3, coenzyme Q10, and B6 and B12. And the way the ingredients list works, as far as I understand it, is the largest quantity thing is at the top. The smallest is at the bottom. So carbonated water is at the top, and then it's citric acid, and then natural flavors. So this is made in Corona, California by the Bang Energy Company, LLC. Yeah. I'll do a close up as usual. Fuel your destiny with Bang Energy, according to them. There's their logo. Sour ropes, 16 fluid ounce, 473 milliliters. Contains no fruit juice, 0 calories, 2 grams of total carbohydrates, 0 total sugars, 0 grams of protein. Then we've got our vitamins, minerals. Potassium, 140 milligrams. B6, 100% of your daily value. Magnesium, 2%. And then niacin, 100%. B12, 100%. There's the ingredients. Carbonated water, citric acid, natural flavors, essential amino acids. You can see the various ones here. Sorry, I'm not going to try to pronounce those. Caffeine, sodium citrate, potassium citrate, potassium sorbate, sucralose. Again, low calorie or 0 calorie sugar alternative sweetener. Now that's in here. Sodium benzoate, malic acid, potassium phosphate, magnesium chloride, calcium chloride, and then the vitamins plus that coenzyme Q10 thing. Not sure what that is. Probably an energy drink component. Yeah. So that's that. We've got some marketing material on the side here. So they're combining sports nutrition with energy drink stuff, I guess. Yeah, 0 sugar. And then there's a few little highlights. Oh, let's try to figure out, does it say how much caffeine is in here? Let me zoom out. That is odd. Usually, wait, okay, whoa. Yeah, it does. This is a lot. I'll zoom back in for this one. Down here. Come on, camera. 300 milligrams of caffeine. Right there. That's a lot. So a coffee would be maybe 80, depending on how large it is. Maybe 115 or so. Again, depending on how large the coffee would be. This is 300. So you're getting a lot of caffeine in this. I mean, if a coffee were this large, this is a 16 fluid ounce, they'd probably have a fair amount of caffeine, but I don't think it would be 300 by any means. I could look that up, but yeah, it's a lot. this is the top end that these type of drinks tend to have. There's probably more, but 300 is there's ones that have like 180, which I think is reasonable. Then you hit the 300 mark with something like this. So, anyways, let's open this up and try it out. I'll be fully caffeinated if I drink this whole thing. It's probably good. It looks pretty clear. Maybe a very slight yellow tint to it, but pretty clear. So that's nice. I don't think I need to zoom in on this one. Let's try to get the camera to stay focused on the glass. Yeah, got some carbonation. All right. See what it smells like. I don't really smell much. Maybe a slight fruit smell or whatever sour ropes smell like. Yeah. Anyways, let's try this out. See how it is. Definitely a fruity flavor. Does it taste like sour ropes? I'm not sure. There is a bit of sourness to the drink, but it's not crazy. It's not super intense. Trying to think of what type of word I could use to describe the fruit flavor. I'm just going to call it generic fruit flavor with some sourness. Maybe strawberry in the direction of like a strawberry flavor. I can look it up. It says it mimics classic sour candy. Like which one would that be? Fruit punch flavor, maybe. Yeah, they don't specifically say what flavor it's supposed to be. Sweet and tart. Hmm. They just say the iconic flavor. Okay. Let me drink it from the can, see if it's any different. Hmm. I didn't notice a huge difference when pouring it into a glass and drinking from a can with a carbonation. Obviously, if you want the most carbonation possible, drink it from the can. But if you're fine with like not as much, I think it would be good with in a glass with ice, that would work. It has enough flavor to it that you should be good on that. Uh, yeah, I'm still unsure of what. Maybe a mix of bubblegum, strawberry, and fruit punch mixed together, and then you get this kind of sour ropes flavor, the tartness, the acidity. Yeah, I think it tastes pretty decent for what it is. It's just that candy flavor. There's a lot of caffeine in here, but I think it's pretty good for what it is. If you're okay with sucralose as a sweetener, you are fine drinking sucralose, and you like candy, the flavor of sour ropes, you might as well try it and see if you like it. And you're okay with 300 milligrams caffeine. Yeah. Lots of carbonation. Anyways, I I personally think the flavor is nice. The smell was a little off to me. It had like this manufactured smell a little bit with a slight fruit smell. But other than that, I think the flavor seems pretty decent for what it is. Yeah. And the caffeine, it's a lot, but that's what you're trying to get when you get energy drinks. So, yeah. Anyways, that's the Bang Energy Sour Ropes. All right. I'm done with the little drink thing for today. Interesting combination. Yeah. Right. I go by Scotty Joe Food Reviews for this stuff, but I also make reviews and different things on technology and pretty much anything at this point. Clothes, who knows? Yeah. But I go by different names and different platforms. If you're on Amazon, you want to follow the the thing there, that would be cool. Or YouTube. Yeah. Anyways, hope you enjoyed it. I'm gonna head out. See ya. There's that, and then sign out of here.